It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we get a rematch of the helmet catch game, Super Bowl 42. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Giants under the lights on Monday night.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Robinson. Here comes the jet sweep. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Antonio Gibson out of his end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
Open man, Demario Douglas. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground. Play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 18 yards on the connection. First down, New England.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To throw on 1st down is May. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To throw again is May. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Going to return this from the 10. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. Second and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. To throw now, May. He'll find his man, that's Kendrick Bourne. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Handoff here, up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Has completed to Douglas. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll get this ahead gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's May. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Gerard Mayo's made the decision, and he'll send out the field goal team. This, about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll try to run for it.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There he goes again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. In motion, it's Robinson. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Tracy. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Giants are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. New England going to take their second timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Patriots first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, May. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, they'll set, and this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. On the return is Jones. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
May to throw on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is May. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and 9. Here's May. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run with Tracy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air once more on set. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. On 2nd down, it's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. Here's a run going left. He'll pop this ahead for about 4. But it will set up 3rd down. Throwing now is May. They'll look to set up the screen here. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Up the sideline to the 40. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Slayton. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Open man, right side. He's got him. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? The remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he will get into the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page, Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Here comes 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. May going to look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
3rd and short, and here is May. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
So step 1 is just get close enough that you have a shot to strike in the end zone. So that's a nice completion there on this 2-minute drive. But remember, Mike, they're kind of up against it. They need to finish this drive with a touchdown and get ready to go for the 2-point try.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
How often do we hear, Mike, when a team is trailing by 8, everyone says, well, it's still a 1-possession ball game. Yeah, but that's only if you can convert the 2-point try, which is kind of 50-50. So they got to stay aggressive, knowing they still need a 2-point conversion if they want to tie this thing up.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
So they find themselves down 8 with less than 2 minutes. You can't act as if this is the final possession of the game. Because remember, if they score a touchdown and they don't convert the 2-point try, they got to have enough time to get the ball back again if they want to give themselves a chance to win this game.
to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2. May to the air once more. And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Eric Gray to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw on the move is caught. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll look to throw. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. Third down, 3 to go. On the ground, here's Tracy. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic, if you will, they get the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.